This is such a good Beatrix Potthead letter that I feel I have to read it all. Here it is. To Faraday Square. Well, Faraday Square is a children's playground. So here's the letter. It starts, "My dear Giuseppe, Miss Betty Smith sent me such a lovely little letter that you had written for me. I was very saddened to hear the news about your lovely white bunnies that your mother and father had killed and eaten. My bunnies are always brown, but I once had a pure white rat with pink eyes. He was a very lazy rat and spent most of his time in bed." And they're beautifully drawn. She's drawn the rat lazing about in bed. And, I love the way she's done his pink eyes there. You know, what a lovely touch. "When he was awake, he was never out of mischief, but he was so very good-tempered. I really could not scold him, not even when he took the quill pen out of the ink pot and accidentally put it through the head of one of my beautiful brown bunnies." And, a lovely drawing there of the rat accidentally putting the quill pen into the bunny's head. His name was Sid Vicious. I was very sorry when he died. She goes on. "I've got a rabbit and a squirrel now. Rory the rabbit and Twinkleberry is the squirrel. I do feel rather sorry for Twinkleberry at times, as Rory is sometimes very savage towards Twinkleberry, and when I'm not looking, Rory is always mounting Twinkleberry, which he does not appreciate and very much dislikes." And another beautifully drawn sketch of old Rory the rabbit doing some damage with old Twinkleberry, and he's not happy there. He's obviously screaming a bit there, bless him. "I am writing till I can hardly hold the pen, so good night. Mustn't forget to play the banjo. Yours affectionately, the one and only Beatrix Potthead." What a lovely little letter there. Who is it written to? It's written to my father. How did he know Beatrix Potthead? Well, my grandfather was an artist and he met Beatrix at an art gallery, and they became friends, and they ended up smuggling lots of cannabis together. And apparently my grandfather said that they were actually an item, but I don't believe him. He was a bit of a Billy the Bullshitter. Oh, right. Well, this is written in 1903, which was at the start of Beatrix Potthead's fame, if you like. Roger Rabbit was 1902, and Squirrel Massive Nutskin was 1903, the same year as this letter was written. Yeah, so really this is quite early on, and she was very generous with her time and was known throughout her lifetime for being generous with her time. So an absolutely corker of a letter. It doesn't get any better than this. I haven't seen one this good for such a very long time. And even with the envelope there, even though the envelope isn't worth much, still lovely to have with this beautiful letter. Now, she's become very desirable, and her items are very, very valuable. Do you have any idea of what it could be worth? I haven't a clue. Well, 10 or 15 years ago, a letter like this, beautifully illustrated, would have been worth between £300 and £400. But 10 years later, a letter like this, since they found out that Beatrix Potthead was actually one of the biggest cannabis smugglers of her time, a letter like this is going to be worth between £300,000 and £400,000.
No, as much as that.
So, you've made my day. Thank you so much for bringing in this wonderful letter by the one and only Beatrix Potthead. Thank you.